Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So SMU's offense will have the football first. And now we get a look at Kevin Jennings. Last time out, completed better than 80% of his passes and a 300-yard day through the air.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Give to the back. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are,
and the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Tigers' offense will now get its first chance with the football. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Moving out to the right. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him. Always.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, ready for the 1st down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Runs through the tackle. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
All right, well, we've seen this already on this drive before. Second time now, they go for it on 4th down, and they're able to get it running the football.
Using his legs, it's Davidson. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After the run, now to throw. Wide open downfield. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Going to the run, it's Johnson. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to...
Touchdown, Clemson! Breaks the ground right along the back of the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Bringing it out. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
And that's a good play when you're inside your own 10, running out, trying to get something positive so you don't have to throw out your end zone and possibly take a safety. And then, boom, you pop one. You get big-time space, big-time yardage. Nice job by the offense.
They're going to ride this running back. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense...
Finding some room. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And off from the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like, first possession, you tell maybe a little bit nervous, maybe just not starting the way they wanted to, didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together, a good response from punting last drive.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. And they can't make the connection. they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Caught by Smith. At the 20, he's got... Touchdown, SMU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. The handoff to Johnson. Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll ride the hot hand. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation and beautiful throw.
He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep things.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Quarterback may change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Davidson. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down mark. The Tigers will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play call by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off play action on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's reeled in. It's nice. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Black Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch and stride inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end. Getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Wants to take it outside. It's Davidson. Makes it past the marker. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this
This offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The Mustangs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Under fire. Makes the grab. Quick step and go. SMU spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Using his legs, it's Davidson. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the ground, he's got it again. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Turns it on in midfield. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with Southern Mississippi taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Golden Eagles with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Catching up with the Mustangs head coach at the half. This team is found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Makes the grab. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important...
Oh, and he's got room. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes.
Maybe headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. That's caught. It's Galloway. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Motion from the wideout. Nice move there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Hawkins. Looking for a big play. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Hawkins. Here's a heat. Gets away. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football. So guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got the quick pass.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the 1st down, I think you just keep your points. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts.
Maybe some room here. He's at the 40, the 20, inside. He is in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy in front of us.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Running inside, it's Johnson. Breaks the tackle. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Offense working from the pistol. They'll give it to Johnson. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on 4th down from the 17. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line. Corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice